fun, freedom, finances, family, future. They are the 5 Fs. They make up the 5 Fs framework. Something I got from my business coach, and something I use myself, revisit it every kind of 6 months, and I implement it with a lot of my clients, and I find it works really well to help you just to get clarity of what's important to you, where you want to go, and then from that you can start to plan some goals, and then really work towards that for the future. So to give you a quick breakdown, starting off with the most important one, fun. So for me, coming to Barcelona was a huge part of that. Before I came to Barca, I always made sure I got on a few holidays each year. Most importantly, that I always had something to look forward to, and of course other things like meeting up with my friends and just doing things that I enjoy, like running, reading, training, watching Star Wars, watching different series. That all makes up the fun aspect of things. So the next one, family. For me, obviously, the most important people in my life are my parents, my sister, my grandparents, my aunties, my uncle, my girlfriend, and really just like honoring those relationships by investing as much time as I can into them. And that's super important, and that contributes a lot obviously to my overall feeling of happiness and fulfillment. Next one, when it comes to finances, so there's a few different aspects for finances. Personally for me, so my main source of income being my business, then I have investments in different areas. So for long term or for pension, it'd be investments in ETF. I use the Vanguard FTSE All World ETF. Other investments would be crypto, obviously only a small portion, maybe 10 to 15% in crypto. What other things? So ETFs, crypto. Obviously my business is a huge investment as well. The more money I reinvest into that, the more money I can make from it. But most importantly, the bigger impact I can have positively on other people's lives. That's always the number one thing. Then when it comes to the other aspects of what we covered so far, fun, finances, family. So the other ones are future. So all of those three kind of go towards to your future as well, but having things. So for me, for example, I have like a bucket list of things that I would love to do, goals I would love to achieve, things I'm always working towards. So a big thing I always have in my mind is that achieving a goal doesn't really create fulfillment. It's enjoying the process and the journey along the way. Because I've made that mistake before where I was like, okay, when I deadlift 500 pounds, when I make $3,000 in a month, when I make $5,000 a month, when I hit XYZ goal, then I'll be happy. And that was the biggest mistake I made, because I'd be happy for maybe like a few hours or a couple of days, but inevitably that dopamine that I get from that achievement wears off, and then I'd end up feeling miserable, to be completely honest. So now it's about enjoying the process along the way, and when you really enjoy the process, then you achieve the goals in your future, that whatever you're aiming towards, whether it's related to your family, your finances, your strength goals, whatever your goals may be. So that's future, family, finances, fun, and what is I'm actually after forgetting the fifth one. I'm going to see if I can go into my WhatsApp for a second. So the one I forgot to cover was fitness. So obviously I've kind of already mentioned it there in terms of goals, but I know this from my own experience, when you're younger you don't really value, not that you don't value your health, but you kind of almost take for granted the good health that you have. And when I started to see people getting cancer, people close family or friends passing away or whatever it may be, really made me aware of my own mortality. So my fitness and health is something that I really prioritize a lot. So having clarity of goals, for me is really important. So I always have an overarching theme of what I'm working towards. So to give you an example, right now, I've been training Muay Thai for the last 5-6 months. Realized my cardio wasn't so good, definitely not a strong point. So at the start of every training session now, I'll do some type of cardio. I just did like a mile run there, or I'll do some skipping or whatever it may be. So that's like the number one priority. And then after that, I'll go into the second priority, which is maintaining or building on strength. So, you know, chin-ups, deadlifts, push-ups, weighted lunges, farmer's walks, you know, all those just, you know, strength exercises that I enjoy. And overall, in terms of your health, keep an eye on your blood pressure, keep an eye on your resting heart rate. Ideally, for your blood pressure, if you have 120 over 80 or 115 over 75. Resting heart rate, if it's, you know, ideally under 70, if you get it to like 60, that's amazing. Get it down to 55 or 50, that's even better. And then of course, like getting blood work done. So you never really know what way your health is until you get a full blood panel done. So it's something I definitely recommend everybody to get at least once every few years. And then you're gonna know for sure where everything is at. So they're the 5 Fs. Hope they're helpful. It's a framework that, as I said, I implement with clients. I find it very beneficial. So I just wanted to share it with you today. Hopefully it's helpful for you. If it is, let me know. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. I am going to finish the rest of my workout down at the beach.
Les persones amb alta sensibilitat a la pell i les que pateixin al·lèrgies han d'extremar les precaucions o anar al bany. Recordem
All right, adios. Hope you have a good one.